Hi children, how are you? Are you fine? Yeah, I think all of you are fine and safe. Here, I'm also fine. Do you like the stories? Yes. Okay, now I wish to tell a story of the king who loved gardening very much. Okay, are you ready to hear the story? Yeah, very good. Now, all of you take your English reader. Hurry up. Yeah. Take your book, then take the page number 11. Look there. Yeah, that is the unit 1 named the worry, the worry, the worry, the worry. Okay, first of all, you just look at your book and listen to your teacher. I am going to read the story. You just carefully listen. Right, okay. Vidyadhara was the king of Gandhara. He was a just and wise king. The king was fond of gardening. The king was fond of gardening. He spent a lot of time tending his garden, planting the finest plants, then fruit trees, vegetables, and crops. His people were very happy. The king did not have children. The king did not have children. As the king grew older, everyone got more and more worried. Who would take over the kingdom after him? Okay. You must read this passage 3 or more times carefully. Okay? Okay, are you ready? Yes. Now, may I ask some questions from the story? Are you ready? Yes. Okay, then listen to me. What do you see in this picture? All of you look at the picture. All of you look at the picture in the unit, the worry. Yeah. Then you can say, what do you see in the picture? Yeah, tell me. Yeah, plants, flowers, very good. Then grass, butterflies, a man, big trees. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Okay. Then look at the picture and say, who's the man? You see a man in the picture? Yeah, very good. Where was he standing? Where was that man standing? Look there and say, yeah. Where was he standing? Very good. He was standing in the garden. He was standing in the garden. He was standing in the garden. Very good. In the garden. Okay. You know who he was? Yes, he was the king. He was the king. He was the king. What was his name? You know that his name, you know his name, the king's name? Yeah, very good. Vidyadhara. His name was Vidyadhara, Vidyadhara. Vidyadhara. In which kingdom he ruled? In which kingdom he ruled? Yes, kingdom. I think you have some doubts of the word kingdom. What do you mean kingdom? Yes, kingdom means country. Kingdom means country, country. That means the wide land ruled by a king is called kingdom. A the wide land ruled by a king is called kingdom. Okay. The name of the kingdom is Gandhara. The name of the kingdom is Gandhara. Name of the kingdom is Gandhara. 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 Who ruled Gandhara? Yeah, try to say. Who ruled Gandhara? Very good. The king. His name Vidyadhara. Vidyadhara ruled Gandhara. Vidyadhara was the king of Gandhara. Vidyadhara was the king of Gandhara. Gandhara ruled by Vidyadhara. Vidyadhara was the king of Gandhara. Okay? How was the king? How was Vidyadhara? Or how was the king? Or how was Vidyadhara? Yes, he was just and wise king. Vidyadhara was the just and wise king. Vidyadhara was the just and wise king. Just means just നീതിമാൻ, വയസ്സ് ബുദ്ധിമാൻ. നീതിമാനും ബുദ്ധിമാനുമായിരുന്നു രാജാവ്. How was the king? The king was the wise and just. The just and wise king. Okay. Just and wise. The king was just and wise. What was the king liked the most? Who can say? What was the king liked the most? Like. What was the king like the most? Like the most. Like the most. What was the king like the most? രാജാവിന് ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ഇഷ്ടമുണ്ടായിരുന്നത് എന്തായിരുന്നു? What was the king like the most? Yes, the king was fond of gardening. The king was fond of gardening. King was fond of gardening. Fond of means fond of is a new word. Fond of. Fond of means like. Like means ഇഷ്ടം. Fond of. See, fond of means like. The king like gardening. The king was like gardening. Or the king was fond of gardening. രാജാവിന് ഗാർഡനിങ് ആയിരുന്നു ഏറ്റവും ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടത്. തോട്ടമുണ്ടാക്കുക. രാജാവിന് ഈ തോട്ടമുണ്ടാക്കുന്ന പണി ഭയങ്കര ഇഷ്ടമായിരുന്നു. തോട്ടത്തിലായിരുന്നു. ഒരു പ്രകൃതി സ്നേഹിയാണ്. ചെടികളെയും പൂക്കളെയും ഒക്കെ അദ്ദേഹം ഒരുപാട് സ്നേഹിച്ചിരുന്നു. The king Vidyadhara loved the plant, the nature, the earth, green nature. Okay, so the king liked gardening the most. Okay, Yeah. Okay, then what did the king spend a lot of his time for? What did the king spend a lot of time for? What did the king spend his lot of time? His lot of time for? എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താ? What did the king spend? Spent means ചിലവഴിച്ചു. SPENT. Spent means ചിലവഴിച്ചു. രാജാവ് എന്തിനു വേണ്ടിയായിരുന്നു ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ സമയം ചിലവഴിച്ചിരുന്നത്? Have any guess? Okay, yeah, try it. Anybody? Anybody can say the answer. What did the king spend his lot of time for? Or ഇത് വേറെ രീതിയിൽ ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ചോദിക്കാറുണ്ട്. What was the hobby of the king? What was the hobby of the king? Hobby, HOBBY, hobby. ഹോബി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താ നിങ്ങൾ കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവും അല്ലേ? നമുക്കൊക്കെ ഫ്രീ ടൈമിൽ നമ്മൾ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ചെയ്യാൻ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്ന വർക്കുകളെയാണ് ഹോബി എന്ന് പറയുക. ഹോബീസ്. I have some hobbies. That means stamp collection. Okay, or reading newspapers, reading good books. They are my hobby, my favorite hobbies. Okay, have you hobbies? Yeah, you have so many hobbies. I know that. Very good. Okay, then come to the question. What was that? What did the king spend his lot of time for? What did the king spend his lot of time for? രാജാവ് എന്തിനു വേണ്ടിയായിരുന്നു ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ സമയം ചിലവഴിച്ചത്? അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഓർ what was the hobby of the king? രാജാവിൻ്റെ ഹോബി എന്തായിരുന്നു? Yeah, very good. That's the answer. Yeah. Look at your book and try to say yes, come on. Yes. What did the king spend his lot of time for? Or what was the hobby of the king? Yes. The king spent a lot of time tending his garden. Tending. 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 The king spent a lot of time tending his garden, planting good plants. Then vegetables, crops. Very good. Okay. King spent his lot of time for tending his garden, planting the finest plants, fruit trees, vegetables and crops. Yeah, very good. Once again, king spent his lot of time for tending his garden, planting the finest plants, fruit trees, vegetables and crops. Okay, very good. The king spent lot of time for tending his garden, then plant the finest plants, fruit trees, vegetables and crops. Okay. Then tending his garden. Tending. 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 Tending means tending. Tending means പരിപാലിക്കുക, നട്ടുപിടിപ്പിക്കുക, അതിനെ സൂക്ഷിക്കുക, പരിപാലിക്കുക. Tending his garden. രാജാവ് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ സമയം ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ചെലവഴിച്ചിരുന്നത് tending his garden. ഗാർഡൻ പരിപാലിക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി. അതുപോലെ പ്ലാന്റ് ദ ഫൈനസ്റ്റ് പ്ലാന്റ്സ്, ഏറ്റവും മികച്ച നല്ല ചെടികളെ കുഴിച്ചിടുക. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഫ്രൂട്ട് ട്രീസ്, നല്ല പഴവർഗ്ഗങ്ങൾ വളരുന്ന ചെടികൾ, ഫ്രൂട്ട് ട്രീസ്, അതുപോലെ വെജിറ്റബിൾസ്, അതുപോലെ ക്രോപ്സ്, ധാന്യങ്ങൾ. അപ്പം ഇങ്ങനെ എല്ലാ തരത്തിലുമുള്ള ചെടികളെയൊക്കെ തൻ്റെ തോട്ടത്തിൽ അദ്ദേഹം നട്ടുപിടിപ്പിക്കുന്നതിലായിരുന്നു അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ സമയം അദ്ദേഹം ചെലവഴിച്ചിരുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, then come to the next question. What is that? Yeah, his people were very happy. Why? His people were very happy. Why? Whose people were? Yes, Vidyadhara's. Vidyadhara's people were, the king Vidyadhara's people were very happy. They were very happy. The people were very happy. The peoples in Gandhara, they were very happy in every time. Why? എന്താണ് കാരണം? ഗാന്ധാരയിലെ ജനങ്ങൾ എന്നും വളരെ ഹാപ്പി ആയിരുന്നു. എന്താണ് കാരണം? എന്തെങ്കിലും കാരണം ഉണ്ടാവുമല്ലോ അല്ലേ? ആ രാജ്യത്തുള്ള ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു പ്രയാസമില്ല, അവർ എപ്പോഴും ഹാപ്പിയാണെന്ന് പറയുന്നു. എന്താ കാരണം എന്നാണ് ചോദിക്കുന്നത്? യെസ്, വെരി ഗുഡ്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ റൈറ്റ് ആൻസർ. വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദാറ്റ്? Can you say once again? Yes. King Vidyadhara loved the people very much. King Vidyadhara loved his people very much. So all the people were happy. എന്താണ്? വിദ്യാധര രാജാവ് തൻ്റെ രാജ്യത്തുള്ള തൻ്റെ പ്രജകളെ, ജനങ്ങളെയൊക്കെ വളരെയധികം സ്നേഹിച്ചിരുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ട് ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് വളരെ സന്തോഷമായത്. അവർ വളരെ സന്തോഷമാണ്. തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും അല്ലേ? തൻ്റെ രാജ്യത്തെ ജനങ്ങളെയൊക്കെ രാജാവ് സ്നേഹിക്കുന്നു എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ആ ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് ഭയങ്കര സന്തോഷം തോന്നും. ഓക്കെ, വെരി ഗുഡ്. ഓക്കെ, ദെൻ come to the last question. What is that? The king did not have any children. What will happen to the kingdom? What will happen to the kingdom? Yes, the king did not have any children. ആ രാജാവിന് കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളൊന്നുമില്ലായിരുന്നു. വാട്ട് വിൽ ഹാപ്പൻ ടു ദ കിങ്ഡം? അപ്പോൾ ആ രാജ്യത്തിന്, കിങ്ഡത്തിന് എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കും? രാജ്യത്തിന് എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കും എന്നാണ് ചോദ്യം. യെസ്, എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കും? വാട്ട് വിൽ ഹാപ്പൻ ടു ദ കിങ്ഡം? There will be no one to rule the kingdom after Vidyadhara. There will be no one to rule the kingdom after Vidyadhara. There will be no one. There will be no one to rule the king. To rule the king after Vidyadhara. After Vidyadhara, there will be no one to rule the kingdom after Vidyadhara. വിദ്യാധര രാജാവ് പ്രായമായി കുറച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ മരിച്ചാൽ പിന്നെ തങ്ങളുടെ രാജ്യത്തെ നോക്കാൻ ആരും ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. ആ രാജ്യം നശിക്കാം അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, അതാണ് ആ രാജ്യത്തിന് സംഭവിക്കുക. രാജാവിന് കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളൊന്നുമില്ല, അപ്പോൾ രാജ്യത്തിന് എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കും? അതാണ് ചോദ്യം. എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുക? രാജാവിന് ശേഷം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ രാജാവിൻ്റെ മരണശേഷം ആ രാജ്യം ഭരിക്കാൻ ആരും ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. Then that is a very great problem. Then how was the king resolved the problem? എങ്ങനെയായിരിക്കും രാജാവ് ആ പ്രശ്നം പരിഹരിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടാവുക? Can you guess? Yeah, you just think and imagine. How will the king resolve the problem? Or how will the king find his successor? How will the king find his successor? How will the king find his successor? successor. Successor. Successor is a new term. You just read the spelling as successor. 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 Yeah. What do you mean successor? Successor means His Highness. His Highness. അതായത് ഒരു രാജാവിന് ശേഷം വരുന്ന അടുത്ത അധികാരം ആർക്കാണോ അദ്ദേഹം. പിന്തുടർച്ചാവകാശി, പിൻഗാമി എന്നൊക്കെ പറയും, സക്സസർ. Yes, the king thinks to find his successor. So, how will the king find his successor? All of you think and imagine how the king find his successor. Just think, and if you got an idea, you just write down to your notebook and say to me the next class. Okay? Once again, I remember you. You must read the above passage, which I read the worry 3 or more times, again and again. Okay? Yeah, that was your task, today's task. Read that passage, the passage named the worry, page number 11. You should read that passage 3 or more times. Okay, are you ready? Yes. Now, see you the next class. Okay, bye bye.